No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. Cheerfulness and contentment are great beautifiers and are famous preservers of good looks. Life is made of so many partings, welded together. Death may beget life, but oppression can beget nothing other than itself. The whole difference between construction and creation is exactly this: that a thing constructed can only be loved after it is constructed, but a thing created is loved before it exists. My advice is, never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. A day wasted on others is not wasted on oneself. Vengeance and retribution require a long time, it is the rule. A loving heart is the truest wisdom. There is a wisdom of the head, and there is a wisdom of the heart. Ask no questions, and you'll be told no lies. I hope that real love and truth are stronger in the end than any evil or misfortune in the world. The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. A man is lucky if he is the first love of a woman. A woman is lucky if she is the last love of a man. We need never be ashamed of our tears. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. Suffering has been stronger than all other teaching, and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but, I hope, into a better shape. There are books, of which the backs and covers are by far the best parts. Never close your lips to those whom you have already opened your heart. There is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. Charles John Huffam Dickens was born in Portsmouth, England, on 7th of February, 1812. He was an English writer and social critic. He created some of the world's best-known fictional characters, and is regarded by many as the greatest novelist of the Victorian era. His works enjoyed unprecedented popularity during his lifetime, and by the 20th century, critics and scholars had recognized him as a literary genius. His novels and short stories are widely read today. Dickens left school at the age of 12 to work in a bootblacking factory when his father was incarcerated in a debtor's prison. After 3 years, he returned to school before he began his literary career as a journalist. Dickens edited a weekly journal for 20 years, wrote 15 novels, 5 novellas, hundreds of short stories, and non-fiction articles. Dickens's literary success began with the 1836 serial publication of the Pickwick Papers. Within a few years, Dickens had become an international literary celebrity, famous for his humor, satire, and keen observation of character and society. Dickens was the most popular novelist of his time, and remains one of the best-known and most read of English authors. His works have never gone out of print, and have been adapted continually for the screen since the invention of cinema, with at least 200 motion pictures and TV adaptations based on Dickens's works documented. On 8th of June, 1870, Dickens had second stroke at his home after a full day's work on Edwin Drood. He never regained consciousness, and the next day, he died at Gad's Hill Place. Contrary to his wish to be buried at Rochester Cathedral in an inexpensive unostentatious, and strictly private manner, he was laid to rest in the Poets' Corner of Westminster Abbey. Dickens will stipulated that no memorial be erected in his honor. Nonetheless, a life-size bronze statue of Dickens, entitled Dickens and Little Nell, cast in 1890 by Francis Edwin Elwell, stands in Clark Park, in the Spruce Hill neighborhood of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Another life-size statue of Dickens is located at Centennial Park, in Sydney, Australia. In 2002, Dickens was number 41 in the BBC's poll of the 100 Greatest Britons. American literary critic Harold Bloom placed Dickens among the greatest Western writers of all time. To celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birth of Charles Dickens, in 2012, the Museum of London held the UK's first major exhibition on the author in 40 years.